Hey friends, this is so exciting. We are live and welcome to our stream. This is Q&A with Restream team and I'm Anya with product marketing and joining me today is Paul from support. Hi Paul, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Very, very excited because it's been a while. As many people here know, I see like folks already checking in the chat and we are going to call out some of their comments in just a second here. But yeah, it feels good to be back and a little nervous, but I know, just natural. So today we are going to talk about Restream Playlist. This is our newest feature and we're going to demo it and talk about it and basically discuss all the cool things you can do with it, as well as other new Restream updates. But the most important part of any live Q&A is the Q&A, right? That's your questions. And we want to make sure that today we address everything that you want to know, everything that we can help you with to serve you better as creators. So let's go ahead and get started with just acknowledging a lot of people in the chat already. And I'm just going to highlight a couple of comments and questions here because they are awesome. So I see Tom is on YouTube. He's saying, "Hi, everyone. I can't believe it looks so cool. Great job. I will use it for sure." Thank you, Tom. This is so good to hear. This is why we wake up every day to deliver this experience to you guys. I see comments from Mika. I'm having some technical difficulties with the Facebook page. So if it's something very specific like that, I definitely recommend checking in with our support chat. So need help button in the bottom is probably your best bet. But if you want to elaborate on that a little bit, we'll be happy to address that as well later on. There are some questions that are already here as well. So let's go ahead and check in with Creative Studios. First question, guys. Love it. I love starting with questions. How are you guys at Restream doing? I think we kind of sort of addressed that. We are super bumped up to be back live and a little nervous. So, but overall, excellent. Thank you. Second question. Will you ever introduce a feature that prevents the end of live stream in case there is a drop in the internet speeds? That's a great question. Actually, so I like to tell people in general, there's very little room for bad internet connection in the world of live streaming, unfortunately. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to make sure that you have the best internet possible if you choose to go live. But I do think that there are some things and some workarounds that we can do on our end. There's not much we can do if your internet is just gone for hours, but there's definitely something that we can do in terms of like how we can optimize, how we can maybe like create some kind of like a standby screens and things like that. So straight to the product from here. Thanks for asking. This is good stuff. And I think this is a follow-up from Creative Studios as well. Do you have any solutions to protect against that? Because my network sometimes is not stable, hence I end up having 4 to 5 videos of a single stream. You know what? I think I have an answer for you, and it's playlists. So stick around. We'll get to that in just a minute. Because the best solution for kind of shaky, finicky internet is pre-recorded streaming. And we'll be diving into this today. A couple more questions. Oh my God, folks are on fire. I love it. Raven's Flock is asking, what will be any new features we can upload our own music? Yes, great question. So we did actually reimagine our music a little bit. Paul, would you mind playing something for us as a background? Because we can do something kind of, I don't know, don't do the hip hop or whatever. There are several genres there. Some of them are a little scary, but we can do some kind of ambient stuff just so you can see that we are currently we introduced AI generated music. So the beauty of that is that it's copyright free. So you're not going to get strikes on YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. But we do get a lot of requests of people wanting to play their own music and stuff. So keep requesting if that's what you guys need, if that's going to serve you, and we will keep thinking on that. So again, straight to the product, great feedback, and great question. Oh, here we go. Jamming. On the music side, follow up, will there be a Spotify convention? I guess you are talking about connecting your Spotify playlist, like basically connecting Spotify into your stream and like playing something from there. So yeah, that's again something where we need to dance around the copyright issues a little bit just to make sure you guys are not getting strikes. But we are definitely thinking in that direction. James is here from LinkedIn. Hey, good to see you, James. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too. And I want to be able to play background video on my own. You know what? Actually, you can. You can do that, and we're going to show it in just a second with our engaging question that we are going to ask in just a minute. Oh my gosh, there's so many already. You guys are the best. I love it. All right. So I see Lawson is checking in. Hi, Lawson. I can see you. It would be best to have each stream on its own network and understand that that might be achieved. Okay, forward your request to product team. So that's coming back to the question about internet connection. All right. So there's a question about background. Your background are not what we want to we want to upload your own. Well, that's not a problem. You can actually upload your own backgrounds that are static as well as video background. So maybe we can go to the next scene where we are asking a question about our where folks are actually watching from. So as you can see here, this global world, which represents you, hopefully the audience, is something that we uploaded, just customized. You guys can do that too with new backgrounds. We do offer you a lot of designs that we created. Hopefully you love them, but also you can, of course, customize them and make them on brand, make them your own. So hope that answers your question. All right. Scott is saying on Facebook, I miss doing streams for Restream. Well, you should. You should join back in and do more streams with Restream. That would be awesome. And the last question is on chat overlay. Sorry, guys, we're just going to address everything here. Can we change, customize our chat overlay layout? Not yet, but that's a great feature request because right now, so your overlay chat is just, it's very standard. But we are thinking in the direction of adding a little bit of customization, a little bit of colors, a little bit of branding to that. So that's a great request. Again, straight to the product. And thanks for the suggestion. I do think that that's going to enhance and improve everything. You guys could do that. All right. Loving the down tempo vibe. Facebook user. There is a way, if you don't want to continue being a Facebook user, to go and change that setting on your Facebook. We will send a link to you about that in just a minute here. Okay. All right. So good stuff. If you guys don't mind, drop in the chat some ideas about where you guys are streaming from. Oh, and here's my link. So if you guys don't want to be Facebook users, the best thing to do, I'm going to make it a caption in just a second. Here, probably change it. So you want to go to chat.restream.io/Facebook. And that is going to be a place where you can add settings like privacy settings on your Facebook so you don't appear as Facebook users. That's also a cool hack for you if you're streaming into Facebook groups, maybe private groups and personal profiles. So a lot of times privacy settings on Facebook don't allow us to see your name unless you give us the permission. So that's a way to do that. And that will also work for your audience if you're streaming with us. If you give them that link, they stop being Facebook user and they show your name. They show themselves. All right. So keep telling us where you guys are streaming from. And did it update, says Sean. And yes, it did update. Now I know who you are. Hi, Sean. Good to see you here. All right. So today, again, we're talking about playlists primarily, but you are welcome to ask questions about other features and updates within Restream system or any other things that we can help you to do better when it comes to live video. So just a quick introduction, what playlists are. Playlists is our newest feature. We are launching it as we speak. It is currently in beta, and it allows you to stitch multiple videos into a single live stream. So that basically means that any videos that you already have, with very simple drag and drop that Paul is going to demonstrate to you in just a minute, you can create a live series. So then you can stream it as one single stream. So it's one URL that you can promote, and it's also kind of like consistent live content on your channels. And you don't have to do anything. You just schedule it, set it and forget it, and it's playing for you. It's collecting views, it's engaging your audience and followers. So very exciting stuff. We'll go over some use cases of how specifically you can use Restream playlists, as well as show you how people are already doing that. Some folks are already killing it. And right now, we're just going to go to the demo so you know exactly how to find them. Very important thing to note before we get to the demo is until the end of September, Restream gives you 10 extra video slots in Restream storage. So basically, playlists are there for you to build like multiple videos together. So to make sure that you don't hit your limits in your video storage, we expanded your storage to 10 extra videos for free. So basically that means if you have professional account, you get 20 videos. If you have standard account, you get 13 videos. So whatever you had originally plus 10 for free. And let's go ahead and have a look how you can build your playlist.
All right, sounds good. Let's switch over and I will share my screen. There we go. So you're definitely seeing a live view right now. You're seeing behind the scenes of everything. But first thing you want to do is that when you get into the home screen here, you want to go over to where it says stream a playlist. You're going to click on that button there. And then once this populates, you're going to be able to choose the videos in which you want to put into said playlist. I have a number of things going on right now, especially with the live presentation. So it's just taking me a moment here. But otherwise, once you go in, you can select a couple of videos. You probably recognize some of these from the presentation that was already loaded into everyone's accounts and through the emails, and they start to populate on the left-hand side. The great thing about this is that maybe you chose the videos in the right order you want to, or if you want, you can move them around just by clicking and dragging on them. If for some reason this particular video you want to have in 2 different spots, you can also duplicate this video. Makes it nice and quick and easy. If you imagine the fact that you are building that playlist of something where you have an introduction and then something as an outro, or something where, as Anya said, you're going to have 10 plus videos, maybe you want to have certain videos kind of spliced in between. That's where a great place to duplicate something, especially if it's something to do with advertising or a highlight, something like that. And this allows you to quickly configure all of that on the side. When the videos are loading, you now still have the ability on the right-hand side to actually go through and edit anything you want to add onto it. So for example, you probably saw in the video, if you wanted to add an overlay, if you wanted to change the background, if it was a smaller video, if you wish to add on a QR code. For example, what I did before is go into this video here, add a QR code. Let's go on to this video on the left-hand side, the happy video, and then let's add in a caption on the right-hand side. And say that caption is going to be, I don't know, best of series. It was what was there. You're basically preloading all these features onto the individual videos. This first one, I'm going to move down here because it's going to be a little loud. There we go. So once I've preloaded all of these little items on here, it's pretty much set it and forget it. And let's just do a quick little preview to see how this shows. So if I press preview, I can see it. I'm not having to go live right now. It's launching the preview. It shows on the top left-hand side. And the great thing is it gives you a timer. Tells you exactly how far into your video is and how long it's going to be playing for. And again, if you have those 10 extra videos, you could be going for 24 hours. As this plays across, you'll see the countdown timer on the left-hand side, and then it automatically switches to the next one and loads those features, in this case, the actual caption that I placed on there. If I wanted to, I could obviously change these things on the fly as well too, but this is a great way to be able to just set everything in, you do your production, and you get it going. I believe, Anya, this is what you were talking about when it comes to if you have a bad internet connection, just set it ahead of time and let it take place.
Absolutely, that's it. So by creating that playlist, you are completely capable of just closing your laptop, throwing it away, and going and just living your life, you know. And the playlist is going to go live even if you're not in front of your computer, if your studio tab is not open. So it is really an automation and a streamlining tool for your content, so you can be present for your audience even when you need a break. So yeah, that's the way to stream it. At least one way. You can definitely stick around with the chat and while your playlist is playing, engage with your audience. So imagine instead of us being live right now, we could have curated a playlist and still engaged with the viewers and highlighted some comments and responded to them in chat by just typing the answers. So that's another way to do that as well. But a lot of people, based on what we see internally, prefer to just set it and let it stream for them so they could free up their time to do more creative work. Lots of great questions in the chat. So whenever we're ready, we can transition back into our welcome scene.
There we go.
Good stuff. So I just start a bunch of them, and there are lots of great questions. And thanks, folks, for telling us where you are from. I see folks are watching from Kenya, from California, from Canada, Alberta, which is where Paul is, and That is all awesome. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of this really like super playlist related and somewhat playlist related questions first. And then you guys can please continue to ask whatever you would like to know, because we'll be coming back to questions more and more. This is your show. This is your time. We want to address your questions more than we want to do anything else. And case studies or use cases will be next. So James is asking, for clarity, playlists could be used as an OTT solution. Potentially creatively, yes. So again, you are creating that list of your videos, and then you push it to go live on social platforms. Potentially, you could push it live into certain closed channels, like if you have a closed Facebook group or even your own website, right? So there is a way to put it under certain paywall or under certain membership requirements, so to say. So you can definitely use it this way. A lot of people prefer to stream on social, those playlists, because then you take advantage of the algorithms, you get discovered, you appear as live, so you actually stand out in your followers' feed. But you can absolutely do it on your own custom destinations and platforms and use it as an OTT. So yeah, that's the way to use it. Absolutely. I see a question from Sobet, Elevate Your Game. Excited for it. Good. Thank you. We are too. We're excited for you. And thanks for joining in. Stroke TV Media. It's Aaron, CEO, founder of Stroke TV Media. Hi, Aaron. Nice to meet you. It would be a lot easier if we somehow could import an existing playlist from YouTube channel. Can you make this happen, California? Yes, we can. It's actually one of the things that we are working on right now as we speak, because I agree, this is exactly what where we see a lot of value, right? Some people prefer to create new videos for their playlists or like create their OTT platforms, but a lot of people see this as an opportunity to repurpose their best of their content that already exists. So if you have a great YouTube playlist that already works and is super engaging and relevant to your audience, we are working on a way to kind of bulk import it into Restream to give you the ability to reschedule it back on YouTube as well as other platforms. Great idea. I love great minds think alike. So yeah, love it. Love this question. All right, here comes Alberta. Mike from Alberta. Hi, Mike. Wondering if customizable window sizes are coming. So that is a great request for Studio in general. This is not about playlists, but yeah, we are not in this iteration, but small big secret, we are working at reimagining our studio right now. And in the next couple of months, you will see a lot of updates in terms of how studio will look and feel and work. So that's one of the things that is definitely on our mind. If that is going to really make your life better and easier, continue requesting that through our support channel, through our chat, and all those requests, we collect them, we cherish them, and we send them directly to product team. And this is also going there after today's stream. So thanks for letting us know that this is something that you would like to see. Jason, can this be mixed with live cameras? Great question. Love this question. Unfortunately, the answer is no, but I still love this question because in this current iteration, playlists are connected to upload and stream product, which is our pre-recorded streaming only. So in this current version, you can only stream pre-recorded videos. And while you can be in there and engage with the audience, just like Paul showed in the demo, and just kind of like I mentioned earlier, that there are two ways to stream playlists, right? Like you can set it and go away, or you can actually stick around and show the comments, engage with your chat. But you cannot enter your playlist with your actual live camera. However, this is something that we're thinking about as the continuation of this feature. So I would love to hear more about people who are thinking about that. Like, how is it going to serve you? What is your use case? What exactly are you trying to do? Where this is important and essential for your show. So let me know if you can elaborate on that a little bit, like what exactly you're trying to do. I'm assuming you're trying to do like little pre-rolls and like videos, and then you want to include some live stuff. Like, how would that be looking specifically for your content? Let us know. All right, Stroke TV Media. It would be a lot easier to somehow, okay, sorry, I think, did I already show it? Maybe Aaron asked that question twice, and I loved it so much that I started twice. So no worries here. D, is there a WordPress plugin you recommend for Restream specifically? So I cannot answer that question right now for sure, but I want to check in with our technical team, with our product team. We do have an option to stream on your website. It's actually very easy. So you need a premium account for that. But then once you're live, you can embed your live stream onto your website. And WordPress is one of the websites that this feature is supported on. Is there a very special plugin I need to check and research? If anyone in the chat can help and anyone knows the answer, please go for it. Respond to D. But I want to get back to you on this one because it's a great question. All right. I am going to get back in the chat and just see if there's any new stuff here. And in the meantime, I am going to share a couple of use cases. So I think it's very important to kind of like understand how people use playlists, right? Like, so a lot of times when I talk to customers, I heard feedback like, oh yeah, that's cool, but what would I put on my playlist? Like, what are some things that we could do? So in the next section, I'm just going to share a couple of examples. First of all, I'm just going to share some like general ideas, and then I'll showcase a couple of people who actually are doing it right now as playlists are still in beta, and maybe we'll give you some ideas. But if you have any cool use cases of, if you already had a chance to try playlist, if you already had a chance to use it, let us know like what is your use case, and we would love to continue featuring you in this live stream and in the future communications as well. So let me go ahead and share some of the things that we do. All right, so one of the ideas that is like super duper obvious is best of series, right? So when you have content from your previous episodes, from your previous podcast season, maybe you have great interviews with great people. I definitely was very fortunate to interview some amazing people in my times in Restream, like Neil Patel, Guy Kawasaki. Like, there's like amazing shows out there that were super big and engaging and interesting at that time. But time passed, and what playlists can do is they give you the opportunity to select those like really like fans' favorite special moments, really exciting and evergreen content, and again, combine it into one season or one best of series. It's super simple. It's super engaging for your audience because you already know that they love this kind of content. They engage with this kind of guests. So what I will do is I will go ahead and share my screen to showcase one of our awesome users who is doing exactly that. So meet Identity Jedi. He is streaming about really, let me see actually before I go all in. Yeah, okay, you guys can see my screen. Sweet. So Identity Jedi is streaming about technology, right? So it's like a little bit of cybersecurity, a little bit of like everything. So it's a tech podcast. And currently he is working on a new season that starts in October, but he had previous season with a ton of great content. So after a quick conversation, he created this playlist. So if you look at the videos, I'm not gonna like show you the whole thing, but you can see that his layouts are different. He's wearing different outfits. He's having different backgrounds. So he stitched together a lot of different things, right? A lot of different episodes. What he got in the end, and I'm gonna zoom into this real quick. So with practically no extra work on camera, with repurposing and giving extra mileage to existing content that is already created, he already worked on that, and he knows his audience already enjoys and loves. He got 10,033 views as of today. He created this playlist just a few days ago, just 5 days ago, and this is the type of engagement he got. Again, no extra work on camera, just easy repurposing, super engaging and cool. So that was example number 1 for the best of series. Of course, you can also do courses and tutorials in the similar manner. One of the things you can do is, like, if you have a lot of tutorials and demos, similar to what Paul was just showing, imagine if you could combine them by the theme. Like if you have some kind of product or feature or just kind of like a flow that you have, you can create a nice little series of those demos. And because you're stitching them together, they appear as live, so they engage your audience. And of course, people can consume it basically as a course, right? Like as one thing. So they can kind of binge watch it a little bit. So that's another idea and another use case. Similar to that, product reviews and ads. If you are promoting specific products, retail or software or services, doesn't even matter. You could create an interesting live experience by combining certain things. Like you could demo the product, you could create a little commercial about it, as well as stitch in customer testimonials, maybe some sponsored ads, and kind of create this experience for your viewers, where all these different small short videos are kind of coming together as a single stream, and push it live, because that's how you get more views. Last use case that I see a lot is music. So this is very, very exciting because a lot of people are creating playlists just from songs, right? So just a lot of those YouTube channels that you probably have seen where you can get like work music, lo-fi music, whatever. A lot of musicians and creators also combine their videos as well as their live performances, video clips, and just studio jams where they're just practicing, playing, like riffing off of some ideas. So those are also very, very exciting and engaging. And a lot of times you already have that content and you can, again, combine it, push it live, and delight and entertain. So I am sure that our chat has more stuff, doesn't it, Paul? What do you think? Should we get back
Oh
to
yeah, there's a
our...
few more in there, definitely.
Awesome. So I will go ahead and go to our start comments and we shall see what we need to address. All right. Jason from Facebook is asking, is it possible to insert bumpers or testimonials between videos, and will it overlay between the videos? So for playlists specifically, you would need to have those recorded in advance, right? And yes, that's exactly one of the use cases that I was just shortly covering. When you have products, customer testimonials is a great way to engage, right? It's a great way to do social proof, to convince your followers and buyers to purchase. So if you have a way to ask your customers to record very short testimonial, then yes, very easily you can insert that into your playlist. And as Paul showed, you can very easily move things around and make sure that there is a little bit of content about the product itself, and then there's a testimonial. So yes, you can do that. You cannot do it live just yet because right now, like I mentioned, playlists are pre-recorded only. You cannot combine pre-recorded and live in the concept of playlist. However, if you are going live, you could use video clips for that. So if the main part of your content is actually real time and the testimonials are pre-recorded, you can just use video clips to integrate them into your live stream and live experience. So that is all good. John B. from YouTube is asking, so when the playlist finishes running through videos ABCD, etc., does the playlist stop running or does it recycle to the beginning? Great question. You are probably familiar, probably the reason why you're asking is you're familiar with our looping feature, right? When you can create your stream, pre-recorded video, and then you can loop it. So it goes over and over again. So currently looping is not available for playlists. You can duplicate certain videos if you want them to play multiple times. That is very common for like a little intro video when it's short, but you kind of want to play it like 5-10 times before the main context starts. Once your videos are done playing, once you got to the video D, the playlist stops. So that is just going to be the end of playlist. And then you can either start a new playlist or you can expand that playlist. You can currently, so currently you cannot loop it, but this is something that is coming in the future iterations. So stick around and stay tuned for that. All right, Gilad is here. Hi, good to see you from LinkedIn. If a playback issue occurs, what tools are available to analyze and fix the problem? California. I love how people like continue to like, hey, I'm from here. This is awesome. I love it. It's really, really good to see that. So far the feature is in beta, so it's brand new. We do not have a lot of data on like how common it is for the playlist to basically have any issues. I believe that the power of pre-recorded streaming is that it is like the video is recorded and then sent to our servers. So the likelihood of something going wrong is extremely low compared to actual live video. So that's another superpower of playlists. We currently have not had a lot of reports of that happening. But it's a good question. I will definitely run it by our product team to see like what are the tools that will be available. We do internally on our end have backlogs and we analyze what fails if it does. So if something like that happened to you, please be sure to reach out to our support team and we will investigate for you specifically. Since this feature is brand new and it's the darling of the product team right now, they will definitely dive in and look very carefully so they will be able to provide you with some details on what happened exactly. All right, here comes Kate from Portugal, from sunny Portugal. This is awesome. Notice that I can add the beautiful countdowns as you have in the beginning of stream to the playlist as well. Yes, that's a great add-on. Thank you, Kate. We do now offer the opportunity to add a countdown timer to your playlist. So countdowns are great because they kind of give your audience heads up that something is about to happen, and like all the stuff lights up and like your followers feed gets this notification that the video is about to start. And we do have these beautiful backgrounds and countdowns, so you can create them directly in Restream. So you don't have to use any third-party applications to do that. You can pick your background, including customized. You can pick the duration. You can do 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you prefer. And you can also pick music. So that countdown timer can be a little pre-intro for your playlist, and you can also build it on the fly as you're building a playlist. Thanks for the reminder, Kate. Love that feature. Labella is saying, will there be a way to schedule the playlist to loop automatically? So back to looping, we will be offering looping on playlists in the next iteration. Yes. The thing with that is that we just need to make sure we understand like how the duration of the playlist is going to play into like what your limits are. And that is currently the reason why the looping is kind of coming back soon. But yes, it is definitely on our mind, and looping will be added to playlists just like you can loop videos in Studio right now. So yeah, great question. All right, elevate your game. So bad. Can we make a preloaded video play as a live stream box while keeping the background? Okay. I'm not sure I can like exactly visualize all that, Paul. What do you think? Do you have a vision of like how that would look?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of exactly what the example would be on that one. So again, what I'm picturing is something like this, where this is a preloaded video, but then the background itself is kind of separate on that. If that is the case, then yeah, within the scene itself, you could do that. Actually, because yeah, you would basically be recording like this right now, and then you'd be loading that into the playlist. So yeah, I would think you could do that. But if it's something where you're trying to keep a consistent background for every single one of them, that would be the question. Be a little bit more detailed just to make sure if that is the use case.
Yeah, if you can give us a little bit more information, because it's a very interesting example. I know that you can customize backgrounds for every single video on your playlist, right? Like you can create backgrounds that you want, and you can also, of course, do one for all. But in
most cases, though, your videos are going to go to full size on that, so the backgrounds wouldn't be so much concern at that point.
Yeah, just let us know what you want to have on your background versus what's in the box. I think that would explain the use case better, and then we can understand like maybe there's a workaround that's even easier than what we're thinking. All right, Jason is here. Let's see. You nailed the idea. Mix live and record it. Pre-show. Okay. Moderator recorded webinar sessions and live Q&As. Yes, so that makes a lot of sense. I see how you could do pre-recorded content like a webinar style or a demo style, or even like an event, right? When you have keynote speakers, they're pre-recorded, they're perfect, they're edited, and then towards the end of it, you can even have the same guests answering questions in real time, but you don't want to type up the answers. You want them to actually take them like we're taking these questions at this moment and respond and engage live. That's a great use case. It makes a lot of sense. So yes, generally we are thinking in that direction. That's the answer. It's just not in this current iteration. But great ideas. I'm so happy to see that a lot of people are seeing value in that, because that means that we are on the right path. Can you import videos from other sources? Can you give an example of other sources? Because for playlists, currently you can, of course, upload from your device, and you can upload from major storage places like Google Drive. I believe we have integration with Descript. If you have videos there, you can automatically upload from there. Of course, I said Google Drive, Dropbox. There are a couple more, I believe. So if you can tell me exactly what is the source that you're looking for, I can be more precise with this one. Great question, folks. I love it. I see some people are saying hello, new here. This is really good. All right. All right. So I see folks have also questions that are not related to playlists. This is totally okay, especially if it's something about the new features or new updates in Restream. We are here to help, because playlist is the main theme, but it's general updates, and we are bringing this live Q&As back to get your feedback, to get your use cases, to get things that you are looking forward to see in Restream, so we can help guide our product team and our pipeline of features, as well as address anything that can help you be a better streamer. So we are going to also add some more questions that are not related to playlists. So please continue sending them and keep coming. And just as a quick reminder, I just wanted to very quickly, one more time, remind folks that we have this additional 10 video slots. I'm just going to show a little caption here. We have additional 10 free video slots in your storage until the end of September. While we open them up for you to explore playlists, that is just in general to give you an introduction to pre-recorded streaming, how powerful that is, how much time it can free for you, how can you streamline your content across multiple platforms. So take advantage of that while it's there. It's to celebrate playlists, but it is really for anyone to explore and experience pre-recorded streaming. So just a quick reminder. Going back to questions, because it's all about you guys today, and Q&A. All right, let's see where I left off. Just going to go to our pinned chats. I'm actually curious how many people are using the stars in the chat when you guys are streaming. It's so convenient because you can select the questions that are the ones that you can come back to, especially if you have a busy chat like we do today. And we can then get to the questions and not miss anything important. All right, I'm just trying to find a place where I stopped. And I think we are at the voice impressionist. This is interesting. We custom layouts whenever you can get to, would really appreciate that. Custom layouts, I understand you mean like so you can customize like how the video boxes look specifically and how like other elements of the stream, so you can actually like resize them as you need. Great feedback, great feature request. Again, straight to product team from here, because a lot of people ask for that. It is not a very trivial task because we kind of want to make sure that if we do that, it's also not too confusing for people who are new to streaming. So it's like an interesting balance to catch, right? Like when you do everything already preset for people, it's easier to start. When you want more customization as you grow as creator and as your skill set grows, you definitely want to be able to control more things. So, but it's a great idea, and we are definitely thinking in that direction. So stay tuned for that, and we will be passing that over to our product. Question from AMKA podcast. What's the quality of this live stream? So great question. It should be, I'm going to go to my settings and check just because I want to make sure I tell you the right information. This is full HD, so it's 1080p and 30 FPS. Remember that different platforms occasionally downgrade the quality of stream. So depending on where you're watching us, well, you're watching us on YouTube, so you should see it in 1080p. But yes, some platforms when you are streaming in full HD occasionally downgrade the quality, but YouTube is not one of those platforms, so you should see us nice and crisp in 1080. North Carolina University. This is exciting. Is there a way to control how the transitions from video to video look like? Great question. Love it. So currently we just created a generic transition. It is sort of a mix of like fading in. So one video ends and it slowly, smoothly fades into the other. In the future, we do plan to bring in more customization there. It's not going to be a huge set of customizations. It's not going to look like Final Cut because, again, we got to be mindful of people who are not super skilled in video editing. So we want to make it very easy. But yes, we will be adding a couple of options on how to transition between the videos on the list in the next iterations. Great question. All right, elevator game. Is there a way to have overlays and adjust the formatting of the present video formats? So overlays, yes, there is a lot of overlays that we offer already in Studio, and there is definitely a way to upload your own if you have standard plan or higher, when you can customize your branding. Preset video formats. Paul, do you have any ideas on this one? Because I'm not sure I know exactly what the preset video format is, other than the quality format.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I was wondering if it was, are they talking about 16 by 9, switching it to 9 by 16? Do we kind of go back and forth on that? Need a little bit more detail just to clarify, because I don't want to overthink that one, but yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you mean. One thing I can tell on formats for playlists that is coming very soon is that we are also trying to create the ability for you to change between horizontal and vertical, because some people want to stream playlists in vertical mode, and that's coming soon. So that is not necessarily, I guess, answering the question, but in terms of introducing different formats that are preset and that allow you to build your playlist within that vertical versus horizontal space is something that's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. Bill Miller. I'm Bill from the planet Earth. I love it. This is awesome. We are too. Same planet. And I was wondering about TTS on the web browser of Restream. I'm not sure I know what TTS is. Let me see. I guess it's text to speech. Okay, got it. So currently we don't have anything that supports that, especially on. I guess you're wondering in general about Restream. So we don't have that just yet. I know that you can, if you pre-record your video, you can add captions to that, and then of course you can upload it to Restream, and then you can stream it with captions. But we don't have anything that does it live right now. But that's a great feature request. So I will pass it to product team, but you're welcome to also reach out to support and make sure that they add it to our trackable list of requests, because it is actually very cool. I mean, makes sense. North Carolina University. What is the delay time between the end of one video and the beginning of the next when using playlists? It's seconds. So it's basically, think about it like if you were making transitions in any kind of professional software, right? Like it's just one video fades and then another one starts. So it's I cannot tell you like the exact time frame. I actually can check it for you. Great question. Gets me drill in and get nerdy. But I believe it's maybe 1, maybe 2 seconds. It's something very, very short. So the audience should not have a chance to drop out if that's your concern. They should be like, all right, something else is coming. All right. And Victor is checking in. Hello. He says, great quality, by the way. Thank you. I love to hear that. That is super, super important. And good to see you, Victor. Thanks for joining in. Victor's part of Restream team, marketing team, my team. Good evening all the way from Sweden. I'm a proud Restream user. Oh my God. Love it. Thank you. We are proud to have you as a user and proud to serve you as creator. This is beautiful. And Susan is asking, well, we have the ability to actually upload our own music minus the video so we can play it in the background of live video. Okay. So basically you're saying that if you uploaded a video with your music, you can actually basically play that video and then you can talk over it. Yeah, that's a way. That's a workaround. I would love to hear a little bit more of how you do that. And if you can send some examples of the streams that you did with that, I would love to see them because, if that works for you, we would be happy to recommend it to other people. It's kind of a creative way to turn things around a little bit. I love it. It's very exciting. All right, so let's see if we have any more interesting questions. I see some follow-ups from Elevate Your Game here. So let's go ahead and have a look. So if you use that cover video format, but put an overlay from the bottom, it covers some of the video feed. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I know. It's confusing to slide on keyboard. Yeah. So I think this is something that's worth taking to our support chat, just because you're exactly right. Like it's kind of hard to explain to folks who are not like envisioning exactly how the layouts in Studio look. We can definitely investigate it for you because yes, some layouts and some formats are not necessarily like 100% perfect for each other. They kind of like serve different use cases, different scenarios. So what I would love to do is if you check in with our Need Help chat and just kind of like send a couple of screenshots, we can see exactly what's going on, like what's covering, what we can then transition that to our studio team if you're streaming in studio. I'm assuming you are. And then we can see how we can modify that for you and hopefully for everyone else. So no one else gets anything important covered. That is a good one. I love it. Great question. Question about TikTok. Are we able to multi-stream to TikTok? Chris, yes, you already are able to multi-stream to TikTok. It just kind of depends on what you have as a live creator or live producer on TikTok. So TikTok allows live streaming to certain creators. It's not for everyone. So you need to check if you have that option on your TikTok. And if you do, then Restream does support it. It is through custom RTMP. So that means it's a one-way street that you can connect TikTok to Restream and your content will go out, but nothing will be coming back, such as comments, chats, things like that, or viewer counts. But you do have the opportunity to stream the content out if you qualify for TikTok Live. All right. And a few questions from North Carolina. Is there a plan of offering to live stream to Instagram without using applications like Yellow Dot? Yes, actually, right now, Instagram is slowly rolling out a thing called Live Producer. So that's basically the opportunity to stream into Instagram from third-party application. That means that similarly to TikTok, some creators already have access to it, other creators are getting it slowly. The easiest way to check it is to go on your Instagram. I can actually demo that if you guys want. Let me go to my Instagram. I'm going to be brave and show you my Instagram because why not? Just going to share my screen, go to Anya's Instagram. What do I have here? Running, good stuff. So this is how you can check it. Just want to make sure you guys see it. And I'm not covering it with the question. So this is how you can check if you have your live producer. If you click on create, most people will have just post here, but some people will have live video in here. And if you click on live video, you can select if you want it to be public or private. And in the next screen from here, you will get your stream URL and stream key. Then you simply copy that into your customer TMP destinations field on Restream. And when you go live, the only caveat here is that you actually have to hit go live here and then also hit go live on Restream. So it's not a very smooth integration as of right now because it's relatively new. They're still working on improving it. But then your stream preview will appear here and you will be able to send the content out. Again, similar story to TikTok. Customer TMP means that you will not have the chats coming back, but the content will be there for your viewers to watch and engage. And you can also archive it and then download it and then stream it as pre-recorded. Pre-recorded streams and playlists will work the same way if you do have access to Live Producer. So it's just the question of how soon you're going to get it. They are, like I said, rolling it out slowly. We unfortunately don't have much control over it, but this is something to also reach out to Instagram for and say, hey, we want this. We love it. We want to stream to you from Restream. All right. Question from Susan as we are coming to the end. Susan saying, I'd like to know if you're going to be able to add Spotify, as I've been a long-time user for Restream. Thank you so much for that. But some of the people that you listen to on the network would like the ability to listen in the cars, and adding Spotify would be a great fit. Okay, I see. So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about adding Spotify as a platform where you want to stream. Am I correct, Paul? Do you sense that, or is it just me
I'm
completely not?
thinking it's more of like importing music directly from Spotify
Mhm.
into it, but maybe I'm wrong. And maybe it's the fact of exporting it as a podcast going out, both of which are interesting desires.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Susan, if you could clarify, and again, like I'll be coming back to your Facebook comments, like even after we wrap up. So I definitely want to make sure I address this one. So it sounds like adding Spotify, you'd like to listen to the network. So basically, their show in the car. Like to me, it sounds like Susan is asking if we are planning to add Spotify as a platform, as a destination. So right now,
Oh, there we go. We got the follow up right
it's
now.
the clarification. Awesome.
Excellent.
If I guessed it right, I would be so proud. No, I don't want to import music from Spotify. I would like to have the ability to add Spotify as stream destinations. Yes. So I sensed it. I feel good about it. Thank you, Susan, for clarifying. Yes. So currently, Spotify does not support RTMP protocol, which means they don't support live streaming from streaming software, to the best of my knowledge. Are they working on adding that ability? Probably, possibly, yes. We are staying on top of that, and we are absolutely would love to bring that opportunity to people. So you guys could do like audio only, because we have a lot of tools for that. You can do record only. You can record podcasts on Restream platform, and you can also record it with just an image. And so it is absolutely compatible for audio only on the Restream side of things. It's just the RTMP, like the live streaming protocol that we use to go live on social platforms like YouTube and Facebook, are not yet there on Spotify. But we are on top of that, and we are encouraging you to request that if that's something that will help you. And definitely, if that becomes a possibility, we would be happy to bring it to you. So thanks for asking. That is wonderful. All right, and I think this is a good one. I love you guys. We love you too. So as we wrap up, I am going to just one more time thank you guys all for showing up. It was a wonderful 50-minute little show. And literally like I missed this so much, and I'm so happy that I had this opportunity to co-host with you, Paul. It was a really good experience, and questions you guys asked were amazing. The last thing I want to say is please go try playlists. Enjoy the opportunity to use those extra video slots that we're offering right now for free. Schedule something, create your short playlist, create a long one, create one from your best episodes, or just short little things that you would like your viewers to see. They're magical. They make your life easier. They really automate your content and make it just a lot easier to continue engaging your audience, whether you're live or whether you are away. So check them out. Here's a link. We will also add it to the chat. And I, on this positive note, will let Paul wrap this up and take it away. Thank you, guys. It was good. Oh no, wait a minute. We didn't do our important thing.
That's right.
We didn't do our high five. So thanks, Paul, for streaming and for being my co-host today. Cheers.
Introducing playlists. Effortlessly combine multiple videos into one seamless stream, crafting an interactive live series for your audience. Engage in real time with our live chat, or let your playlist operate automatically while you kick back and relax. Now, let's customize the look of each of our videos. After selecting the video, you can open the design panel to add custom overlays, logos, and more. Then, head to the captions panel to add on-screen CTAs. To encourage live viewers to donate or buy directly from your stream, go to the QR codes panel and add a custom QR code. If you do choose to stick around for your live playlist, you can join in on the conversation, highlighting your viewers' chat messages on stream or editing calls to action and QR codes on the fly. Playlists unlocks more possibilities for stream.